Okay, I'm going to start this presentation just a little minute, just a video that I put together, which you might find a useful tool to share with others. And then we can have a quick chat about it afterwards. I think that'd probably be quite a good start. It actually shows again how to go through the consent form. Is my voice talking over going through the website. So sure, you'll kind of be familiar with this. Is going over a bit of old ground, but then we can open up the lines and we can chat. And with this particular Zoom, again, it's only open for 40 minutes from the first person that joins. So um, obviously, if we run over that time, then we can always just jump back in. You can just use the same link. It's the same link. It's my general standard room.
www.gpms.world is a platform that we're using to collect visibly the worldwide voice, the agreements, the consents, the accords from all people worldwide of all ages. It's an ongoing vote to decree, to declare that we are all sovereign individuals. Our value is infinite, it's intrinsic, and our freedoms are intrinsic and they're infinite. They are absolute, they're concrete, they can't be given, they can't be taken away. This is the truth. Some people call them God-given rights, they're inalienable rights. We are here to experience the utmost best experience possible, like a billionaire, but better, because we can enjoy that together in fulfillment that everyone else is also able to share that amazing, unlimited experience. And we do this through changing and creating a whole new system. You can't fix the old system, because the old system, the financial system, the legal systems have been created and set up to actually keep everyone looping, the majority looping in this oppression and in this lack, and to allow the people that are at the top of the pyramidal structure to keep their power and their control over everyone else. So what we're doing is we're flipping the tables on the evil by actually having the worldwide agreement of the people to come together in unison to create a new inclusive system, ultimately by taking the power that has been afforded to these powerful people, these rich people, these wealthy people at the top of the pyramidal structure, by visibly breaking down the matrix, the illusion that the people support them. And they've only got the power because they've been able to maintain this perception of support from the people worldwide. But visibly, our website, gpms.world, is time dating and logging by country every single agreement visibly. So as the agreements grow worldwide and we get the majority, billions of people worldwide, which we will do over the course of time, it's inevitable, it can't be stopped. Essentially, there is no opposition from governments or from the super rich, because the power is with the people. Once it's visible and it's seen, it's supported, and then the transition occurs. So we've got 3 phases of this plan, this amazing plan, this divine plan. And the simplified law is literally the universal natural law, God's given law, which is just do no harm to another. That covers everything else. It inspires everyone to do the right thing because it's the right thing to do, to act and operate from the heart space with the ethics. What's morally and ethically right and correct is what we will be doing for the fulfillment and the maintaining of this new paradigm, like the kind of, you could describe it as the heaven on earth scenario, taking us out of the hell on earth scenario, which so many people are experiencing now and waking up to, realizing that this hell on earth is not what we came here to experience, and we want to break free from it. So we're doing it, and you can check out the divine plan, check out the simplified law. We've got the evolving plan, but we do actually have 3 phases of the plan. It's all subject, all down to us completing phase 1 to get to phase 2, phase 3. Phase 1 is spreading the word of GPMS so people know about it and give their agreement to it. And then with that support of the people, and we've got billions of people that have given their agreement to it, then we're really stepping into our sovereignty and unifying in a way that can't be stopped. And then we've got the implementation, which is phase 2, where we're broadcasting to the rest of the world what's going on, and the committees that are humanitarian and higher conscious individuals that have people's interests at heart are organising and restructuring and helping with the experts that are within the 99% of people who have given their agreement to keep everything essential going, improved, enhanced, and of course start shifting humanity in a way where ultimately we're removing all the pointless, nefarious industries, corporations that are polluting that are all created just for profit for a few people. So we have billions of people then at our disposal as the people contributing to do what's essential, which means that work hours are drastically reduced for everyone. So we're improving the balance of life for everyone drastically. People only need to work essentially for 10 to 20 hours a month on what needs to be done. And then the rest of the time is supporting the communities, supporting your family, supporting everyone, making sure that everyone is looked after and taken care of and loved and treated as an equal. It has infinite value with their unique divine individuality. And that is how we're going to cure all of the problems of the world. Because if you look at the problems of the world, we've got war, we've got rising crime, we've got rising depression, psychosis, we've got lack, we've got poverty, we've got debt, we've got taxes. All of that is just going to be evaporated into nothing very rapidly once we actually, even on the journey of getting the majority, a lot of that's going to start to dissipate. Because ultimately, when you have an equal world where everybody is treating everyone the way they wish to be treated, and they've got time to actually give the time and care and love to everyone else because they're not working 40, 50, 60 hours a week trying to earn a living, to pay taxes and have debts. You know, we get everything free because we're all equal shareholders in the entire infrastructure of the planet, and we redistribute income unlimitedly as we will have control over all of the monetary systems ultimately there to be able to do that. We then basically just give everybody a deposit initially to put everyone into an instant state of comfort, every man, woman and child upon the planet, and then a monthly installment for every single human being, which is amazingly comfortable, and everything else is free actually. All, you know, your right to sustenance, your inalienable right to freedom of sustenance, you know, to express, to travel freely. There's no borders, there's no country, there's no fear anymore because people aren't fighting over money or anything like that anymore, because there's no value in money anymore. The value is intrinsically recognized within us, and it's just maintaining this beautiful paradigm which is beneficial for everyone. And so we create the best of everything, and we heal this planet very, very rapidly with the new technologies that we're able to create, because, you know, with all of that extra time on our hands, we can, you know, some of us will wish to be creative and help develop, come up with new inventions that will improve things for people. A lot of people will retrain, and there's full funding for everyone for personal development to be able to, you know, be as creative as you wish, whatever it might be. It could be obviously in other entertainment ways or whatever. Your contributions will be universally recognized to be beneficial to the collective when it's helping people just enjoy their experience all the more, and with love and support from everyone else. So yeah, the new technology is going to be unveiled and created very quickly as well. There's no secrecy, there's no oppression anymore, there's no wars because there's nothing to war over, there's no countries or borders, no fighting over resources. People are having the freedom to believe what they wish to believe, so they're fine to have religions and different religions. There's no fighting over the different religions anymore. It becomes very obvious that actually we're creating a heaven on earth scenario for everyone, and we don't have to die and go to heaven. We actually act as we would do in the light of God, if you're believing in God or the universe or Allah, essentially that you're doing the right thing for thy neighbor, you're loving thy neighbor ultimately, and by doing so for everyone, taking care of the planet, that's what we're here to do. And that is where we have a fulfillment, where we see everyone around us, you know, not stressed anymore, not ever having to worry about money ever again, not ever having to rush to work and get told off by their boss who's acting like they've got authority over them. The experts in their field obviously will help lead projects, etc., but we're not doing it in a malicious and nefarious way. It's all done with love and intention, just to obviously make everything better for everyone. So it's a beautiful thing that we're doing here, and we need assistance as much as possible from as many people as possible to get this done as quickly and as rapidly as possible, to end the suffering, and which we can do so quickly, and end the diseases, because of course without that stress there's going to be a lot less disease anyway. But then obviously with the best nutrition, the best health care, the best food, the best water, the best air quality, everything is just going to be enriched. Everybody's going to be empowered to be the best they possibly can be. And of course all of those healing modalities for physical health, mental health, everything is just going to be improved and available to everyone, and it's just going to be beautiful. So there's no time to waste. Get onto the website, check out the divine plan, check out the simplified law, feel the consent, agree to it, and that decree for your sovereignty and for the creation of the new world through the 3 phases. And then join us on the Telegram groups. Go to the how to get involved page. fill out the form there and become a contributor or a guardian with us to really actively contribute and find how you might contribute in the new ways of the new world as we create it. And just to support us in any divine ways you're guided to, whether it's doing videos like this or whether it's speaking to people online, offline, doing posts, whatever it is, putting out leaflets, whatever you can do. And we can get this done literally this year, 2023. And we can change everything for everyone. For the children, they've got a beautiful, bright future to look forward to. For those that are older, they're going to have the best future to continue to look forward to and not actually worry about leaving this plane existence as a hell. So it's really important that we get this out as quickly as possible, and it all stems on getting the majority of the people worldwide to agree with it, and then it's done. It's just done, okay? And everything can be implemented rapidly once we have the support of the people, because we've got all of the intelligence to do it, we've got all of the systems already there to actually start implementing everything rapidly. And so it's just all about getting the word out, agreeing to it, and getting it done. No hesitation, let's just do this. I'm excited, can't wait to see you on the inside, and look forward to seeing you within GPMS.
Yeah, yes, they are fantastic. Right. So that was just a little video that I've put together. Some of you came in sort of halfway through and missed the first part of it, but it goes through the consent form where everyone is now with this choice to add their agreement to the GPMS World platform. And with that, you're basically creating or using your voice to create the new reality. And of course, this is phase one of the plan, is to obviously spread the word of this platform and of this movement and really get connected as well within the movement with others as much as you wish. I mean, it's completely down to you how much you want to put into this. But of course, the quicker that we work, the more rapid we bring in the new reality, the more rapid we can create an unlimited money supply, and the more rapidly we can enjoy the full freedoms and full abundance that we're supposed to. So has anybody got any questions at this stage?
I will suggest Den, putting the video into the group. Just if many of the souls in here are actually in that group, put the video in there so they can watch it later themselves as well.
Absolutely. So yeah, Brother Wanderer, have you got a group specifically created for those that are here already, or you can just add them to another group?
As well, brother, some of them that we have here are in already the group that we created, where as well you are a member, and Brother Dean is as well a member, and some of them are unfortunately not part of that group, but we shall be adding them very soon.
Cool. So we have just had a group created on Messenger as well, which was actually from a sister over in the States. And there's a few new people that are recently connected with that have joined that group. Maybe one or two of them have joined here this evening. Yeah, then it might be quite good to because it's kind of like a group for Africa as well. So anyone here is welcome to join that group. And I've already put the video into that group, but I can send the video to you, brother. You can take it from my channel as well. It's up on my channel. And yeah, just share that as well, whatever feels right for you. And how generally did you find that video? Did you find that sort of quite good in terms of being able to show the site well enough for people to sort of grasp it a little bit more with the speech over it? The video I've actually got on the YouTube channel is actually slowed down because I do speak quickly. So I deliberately recorded it with a slower speech. I decided to play it faster today so it would just run through a bit more quickly, but you'll notice it was slower at the beginning.
Yeah, just put that one in then. That's the slower one. It just helps people a little bit.
Yeah.
Just on a note of connecting together with emails and everything, Stuart, don't worry about that, bro. You're in the group. You can contact me through through the WhatsApp group. We'll always speak through there. I'm not one for emails, brother. On another note, I'm no sir. I'm just the same as you, Stuart. We're all on the same level, brother. Lots of love. We don't need all this sirs and all that. I'm just a normal guy, the same as you, who's on this journey to save humanity and help support a whole entire planet flip into a new world. Yeah. So we don't need any of these official words. Rubbish.
Yeah. There's no worshipping of idols, brothers. We're all equals.
You'll find as you move through, you're just the same as we are. If this is in your soul, you will see what this is, and you will walk with it the same as we all have. Yeah, just on another note of empowerment, everybody needs to stand up and empower themselves with this choice. You've got to make that choice for yourself first. Is this what you want? Is this what you want for you and your family and all your? If you're looking after children in orphanages or whatever you are in Uganda, is this what you want for the world? Consent your voice. That's it. If you want that, consent your voice. And then sit with it after that. And then if you decide that this is what you want to move forward and help us bring it to the people of Uganda or wherever you are in Africa, then you'll feel to do that. We all feel to do this. I'm in Portugal at the moment. I've been traveling all over Europe, and I'm moving off to Thailand very shortly. And like I said to Wanderers, there'll be a point when I'll be in Africa. Everyone's moving to field to do what they feel is right. Brother Denovan's still working and doing his job, but he's letting go of that. It's not far until he lets go of it. But he's working very hard with GPMS through the internet, through other ways of bringing it to souls around the world. It's what we're all doing, bringing it to the souls around the world. We need team leaders and people like yourselves in your country, in your community, to help bring it to the people there. We need this in every country, in every area of the world, and we're doing it in certain countries. We just need to get. Africa's such an important country. There's so much poverty and so much lack, and we need to get to the people and show that this solution's here, and we're going to free them. They're going to free themselves, guys.
Yeah, it's really important, really, really important to understand. Obviously, we know that Africa, Uganda, all the countries in Africa rely very, very heavily upon donations, that a lot of which come in from outside. But of course, what the governments around the world are doing is basically deliberately destroying the economy, making it harder for people to be able to have any money to be able to give outside of their own family needs. In fact, they're driving more people over in the West to be actually on a government benefit system, which is not comfortable. It's literally just about living and surviving, and that means that there's more people that aren't able to give donations. So we know that charities aren't the solution; they never have been, because the money just is never enough, and it doesn't reach everyone that needs it. And this is why GPMS is so important. And of course, by creating what we're creating and rapidly moving it forward, you're uplifting people's souls with it, because they've got this beautiful future to look forward to. And the more you embody it, and the more you get involved and you connect with us as well, and we talk about it, and we envisage this new world as it starts to evolve in our consciousness, it is a beautiful thing. It really is just so. I haven't even got words to describe it, but every single day you wake up feeling energized, because you know that we're bringing something so beautiful and to so many people, and the more that recognize it as they do, we lift up each other's spirits, we lift the vibration, and yeah, it's absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, yes, I can hear you, brother. I wish to say that as well, I've been getting messages from some of them, and I've been getting challenges of network. Idea the network is a bit extremely down for today. That is as well, we are losing some of them. And I last received a message from one who was claiming his phone had gone low and the battery would no longer support this. And as well, the other challenge that I've been getting to some of them, since Zoom has been a new thing, and they didn't realize that it takes much of the data, which they're not able to support as well. So I wish to say that we may try to switch and get to Telegram as well, because it is a bit supportive in terms of data usage. So for the next meeting that we shall be holding soon, that has been a great challenge for some of them, and is the reason as to why we are losing them. They thought maybe Zoom uses some little data, which is not true. So ideally, the soon next meeting, we shall switch to Telegram, because with Telegram, at least it uses data which is not too much, and that may try to make a bit change, a lot of change, so that we can have all of them at once.
Yeah, that's going to be right, Wanderer. Yeah, we can put as many people in the chat as we can on the Telegram. Yeah, you're right. It takes up so much data, Zoom. I never realized it. I realized that recently. So yeah, that's another way. But that's also another thing why we can have the meetings. I don't know if there's any apps specific that you use in Uganda that's not like Western. You know, a lot of cultures they have their own apps, different ones that they use. So maybe there's one locally. But the thing is, it's about the video. Den's video is very transparent, so you could play it. We didn't have to be here. Do you know what I mean? If need
Yeah.
be, to have meetings locally to keep that data and people working together a little bit easier without having these problems, maybe. But let's try Telegram as well. I'm with you.
Yeah, it sounds good. I think, Messenger on Facebook is pretty good just because of how many people are on Facebook. And, the ability to obviously put messages into the Messenger and then for people to be able to forward those messages and also then invite them to a group which is already well established on Messenger as well. These different platforms, we can use as many or as little as we want, but I think, across of basically Messenger, Telegram, WhatsApp, obviously is another one that some people like to use as well, but, certainly Messenger and Telegram are both good. And people are quite comfortable with those because obviously it doesn't sort of require a number or anything like that to be shown on display or anything. So, yeah.
Hello, brother.
Hey, brother. That's better. That's better.
Yeah, are you getting me right now?
Yes. I'm hearing you.
Yeah, actually, my voice is not that clear. So I wanted to ask a question.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah. So I have a point saying that no profit, only sharing, no loss, only limited gain. So how will this happen? Because I thought a profit and a loss they always move together. So how will this happen? That
Okay.
there we want to be profit and want to be loss.
Okay, so basically,
are you getting?
Yeah. You're saying the profit and loss. Why will there be no profit and loss? Because they always work and move together, right? So what you're referring to,
yes,
obviously, what we currently know in the current systems, the current paradigm, where there's capitalism, and it's all about sort of generating a profit, and then obviously, of course, if you're generating a profit, you can obviously generate a loss. But what we're obviously creating is a new paradigm where we're not going to be competing, and it's not about gaining more than anyone else. It's about creating an equal level of abundance and an equal level of freedom for everyone. And so with that, of course, what we'll find is that there won't be a need for any companies that aren't actually really benefiting humanity and the planet, generally speaking. And people aren't going to be creating companies to gain more than anyone else. So with that in mind, there's really no value in the products, or we're not placing value anymore in the products because we can create them unlimitedly because there'll be unlimited funding to do that. So instead, we are obviously recognizing the universal value of each individual, each person on the planet as being infinite, and the value is intrinsic. It's within each individual. So, of course, there'll be businesses, or they won't be businesses, but there'll be companies, what we would call companies. There'll be more organizations that are running the energy, the food supply, the healthcare, everything like that. But there's no kind of trading of products and services to make money and to make profit and to make gain. And so with that, there's no profit, there's no gain, but there's no loss either.
Yeah, that is a very question I wanted to ask. I wanted actually for you to just clarify for me, because I thought that profit and the loss they always move together, and so if the other happens, it cannot happen. So like sometimes they move together. So I wanted just for clarification about that point.
Yeah.
Just to be no loss, no gain. So like unlimited gains only. Actually, in simple terms,
unlimited gains for everyone.
Yeah.
And just to again reiterate, the way that this is occurring is obviously once we've gone through phase one and we've collected the agreements from the majority of the people worldwide to do this, support it. Everyone, after the majority, everyone else follows anyway because they know what it is. They understand that clearly it's something that half of the people have voted for, and they can then look at it and see, oh, right, this is unlimited funding and a beautiful world for everyone. We agree to it. So we then have in our hands as the people the entire infrastructure upon the planet. So we're all sharing everything, and everything that we possibly want, we can actually create it. But of course, there's a lot of things that are being created in the current times which aren't really good things, and they're not really valuable. But people obviously are so just trying to make money and make profit. They're creating lots of wasteful things that are bad for the planet and really bad polluting for the planet. And so those kind of companies and organizations won't sort of last for very long. There'll be like a phasing out of those kind of companies and things like that.
Like I say, guys, I would just really concentrate on the website and just concentrate on what's being spoken to. You know, there's a lot of things that maybe you're not aware of in the world that truly is going on at the moment. You don't know where money is made. It's made out of thin air. It's created out of nothing. But we believe it's created out of something more than it actually is. So it's more of, what do you want? Sitting inside your heart and consent your voice. Do you want to live the way you are? Do you want to live, or do you want an abundant life the way it should be? Do we want people in poverty? I don't want people in poverty, neither does anybody else. So let's get this voted, and let's get these governments who don't have our best interests at heart out of power, and let the humanity make choices for themselves moving forward to support all humans on the planet. So make sure everybody is in comfort and has everything they need.
Yeah, there should. Yeah.
We're just collecting the voice. It's as simple as that. If it's what you wish, what you want, or do you want to carry on the life you have?
Yeah.
Simple. And that's the same for everybody in the world. And there's not one culture that's worse off than other cultures. Everybody in society is being manipulated one way or another. One way or another, we've been manipulated, whether it's in Africa, whether it's in India, whether it's in the Western cultures of America. People are getting manipulated, and society is controlling humanity in a negative way. So we're going to switch that off and create a system where humanity works together.
Yeah, it's entirely not acceptable whatsoever that there is any starvation in this world, that there is any struggle, because we have more than enough resources worldwide to be able to create this unlimited abundance. But you know, the old ways and the old systems create the conflicts of interest and the greed. You know, the people that have been able to have the opportunity to actually get on in life and actually make money, they're just wanting to keep on going on, you know, doing that because they're actually able to gain out of the situation. But everyone else, or the vast majority of people, are just not able to experience life. They're not able to enjoy life, and they're not able to be abundant. And everyone has these rights, these God-given rights that we were born with. You know, we're born to be able to have shelter and to have a freedom to move. We're born to be able to express. We're born to be able to love. We're born to be able to make a choice and have choice. But those things have kind of been stripped from people, and we see obviously more of those freedoms have been stripped from people in Africa. But actually, they're still very much stripped from people in the West. But in the Western world, people are kind of even more in the matrix of this illusion that they actually have freedom when they actually don't. And so much of there's so much, again, that isn't sort of taught to us in schools to do with the legal system, legislation, that you actually, if you were to sort of learn about it and sort of really dig deep into it, you would actually realize that actually the legislation that's in place is not law. It's not actually here to serve the people. It's here to keep us oppressed and controlled. And it actually is unlawful, actually, the legislation. So we are creating, with the support of the people, not only this new financial system that we have unlimited money supply, but the natural God-given law, which is very simple. It's just do no harm to another individual. And when you're actually abundant and everyone's abundant, of course, many of the things that cause the crime just disappear into nothing. You don't have the conflicts anymore, you know, because people are happy, they're fulfilled, and they're equal, and they're able to experience life, and they're not looking to try and get anything from anyone else, because they can actually have as much as what they want anyway. So yeah, that's basically it. So yeah, it's the most important thing is just grasping it, and then just going forward and sharing the message, and using the tools that we can help create for you, and you can create yourself to actually share the message. And you know, just today I basically illustrated or wrote down, you know, a bit more about sort of this, the God-given law and the rights that we have, and how it's something that you could actually send to people. You could ask them as a statement to read it and say, how does this statement feel for you? And with that, they're likely to agree with it because of how it's written. And then you can say, well, will you look at this? And you could just then, provide them a link, and that could be the first step. Or you could invite them to the messenger. Can I invite you to a messenger group to actually learn about this movement that's occurring, which is based on what this statement is saying here, ultimately. So there's different ways and different ways and means that you can obviously approach it with people.
Just can I add a little bit before the video cuts off as well, bruv? This
Sure.
is happening all over the world, guys. All over the world, in every single country. We have people on the ground in every single country now, spreading this, taking it to their local communities, taking it to their people, but coming together as teams and bringing it to the people. It's going to happen. It's just how long is it going to take? We need to get to Ugandan people. We need to get to all the people in every country, in every place, every area. They need to see what's going on. And it's not easy for us to do it in every country. That's why we need to find people like yourselves, teams of people in that country that can bring it to their local community.
100%. I mean, these are the numbers just very quickly. Like you can see at the top there is Thailand. So you're hearing about this from us, where me and Dean are in the UK, but Thailand are storming with this, right? And the Philippines and India, they're coming up as well. The United States is obviously still like way behind, so this is where, again, we've got a number of agreements growing in Uganda is growing.